Hello, it's Sadie. I have tried to make this video all week. Either there was no sound, either something happened with the video in between. And so let's try again. I do feel like this is a message that needs to come out right now because of the energy that everybody's currently in, that we're kind of currently dealing with. This is a video on the dark sides or the dark truths of spiritual awakening. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about monitoring spirits and handlers. Okay. So, why this video is important right now? It's coming up. It's coming up a lot. I'm hearing a lot of information about it, either through downloads or readings that I'm happen to come across my feed, come across my page. And I feel that this time is why it's coming up now is because many of us are about to quantum leap or just have quantum leaped into higher timelines, into more of our divine destiny, into higher gifts. As I said, that divine destiny 111 on the clock. And because of that, it's like, as we're growing in light, the darkness is also growing. And it definitely wants to throw people sort of off their path, get them distracted, get them disillusioned, or completely stop them in their tracks. And so I feel that it's kind of divinely guided for me to do this video at this time. So let's talk about monitoring spirits first. A monitoring spirit can be, yes, it can be an actual spirit. It can be an entity, all right? But for the purposes of this video, I'm speaking specifically about people in the physical realm that act as monitoring spirits or that have that monitoring spirit energy about them. We are both physical and non-physical beings, and we live both in a physical and non-physical world, being on planet Earth, all right? Duality is a simultaneous experience, but the duality of the physical and the non-physical is happening at the same time. And so in the physical realm, there are people that sometimes we will come across, and you do not have to be on a spiritual journey to encounter the energy of a monitoring spirit. And these are people with the Page of Swords that are kind of like the lurkers. People who may watch every video you post, everything you post on social media, but never interact with it, never like, never comment. They're watching you, they're paying attention to you, they're hyper focused on you and hyper focused on your energy for the very specific reason of gaining intel, gaining information, gossiping, slandering you, slandering your name, talking illy on your name, projecting their own energy, so their negativity, their evil eye, their self-hatred, their self-doubt onto you. And you're just sort of the object of their attention right now. I cannot tell you how many people watch my videos who absolutely hate me and talk all kinds of shit about me in the physical realm, but will watch every single video and everything that I post. So this is for you. I'm usually not talking about you, but this time I am. This is your video. It's your turn to shine. Monitoring spirits calling you out in a loving way. But these people, their energy is that of the spirit of envy, the spirit of hatred, the spirit of jealousy, the spirit of darkness. Like if you're monitoring someone and watching everything that they do, just lurking around, that's like it's illness. It is mental illness. Okay. And so many people that live in the physical realm don't realize that they have spiritual illnesses. In shamanic teachings and shamanic cultures, the spiritual illness is the reason for all the physical illnesses or all the problems in people's lives. And so a lot of these people who experience spiritual illnesses, unhealed trauma, a lot of other entity attachments and other things that they're going through, they will act as this energy, as a monitoring spirit. Sometimes these people will come in the guise of acquaintances. Again, they always want to know your information, they want access to you. But the difference between monitoring spirits and handlers, and I'm going to get into handlers in a minute, monitoring spirits don't attempt to really get close. Like, they kind of keep their distance. So this could be like a coworker that always wants to know your business, that's always like looking at social media, looking at your posts. An acquaintance, someone you know in your physical life, but you're not really close to. And that's the thing, is like, they want to know your information, they want to know the tea on you, but they will not reveal anything about themselves, and they will keep their cards close to their chest. That's how you know you're kind of dealing with the energy of a monitoring spirit. It's very one-sided. There's not a reciprocal give and take of energy. It's just them paying attention to you, wanting to know everything that's going on with you, that you've got going on. Um, but they don't want you to know their business, or they don't want you to know that they might be talking illy about you, or slandering you, or you know doing dirty things behind your back. Again, it's this energy of lurking around. The thing too about monitoring spirits is that, like I talked about spiritual illness and mental illness, they almost cannot help themselves by watching you or getting information on you. It's like this need to project everything that they feel about themselves, their self-hatred, their self-doubt, um, to project that on to somebody else, to project that onto you. And so they will like constantly kind of be obsessed about watching you, obsessed about knowing what's going on with you, in ways that they almost cannot help. It's literally like an energy of like obsession. Um, it's very fear based. It's very toxic, but they kind of cannot help themselves. They can't stop from watching you. They can't stop from being in your business. A lot of us have dealt with people like this, or deal with people like this. The best way to deal with monitoring spirits in the physical realm is to limit your access to them. So make your social media posts private if you just have a personal page. Don't share personal information if you have a open public page. Um, really limit what you say, limit your access to them, because these people will also try to get other people to get information about you as well. And again, the attention is negative, and the intention is negative as well. They want to either use your words against you to harm you, they want to speak badly on you, they want to project evil eye, or just in general hate on everything that you're doing. And as intuitive beings, you can feel that energy when it's around you. And so definitely this is a time of extra protection and just watching what you're saying and who you're saying it to. Sometimes these monitoring spirits are people that are close to us in our lives. And what I mean close is not close in like, not that we feel close to, but close to us in proximity because they're family members or they're neighbors. They're people that we have to kind of interact with and deal with, even if we don't want to. And so, again, just protect your energy, use your intuition and discernment, because it will be revealed to you who is in your energy in a way that they shouldn't be. And you can take measures either through prayer, through different rituals, um, the salt and the water, cleansing your name, and even cleansing like the interaction between you and this person. Okay. So let's talk about handlers. because this energy is coming up a lot. Handlers are a more dangerous form of monitoring spirits. Handlers, like monitoring spirits, want access to you. They'll watch everything that you do. They'll watch all the moves you make, everything that you're posting, um, and they want a lot of physical access to you. So handlers want to be in physical close proximity to you. Why handlers are a lot more dangerous than monitoring spirits is because handlers, like Agent Smiths of the Matrix movie, they can kind of be anybody. They can be your lover, they can be your best friend, they can be your family member. They usually sometimes will come in the guise of people that you trust and people who act as double agents, kind of like a CO or CI, confidential informant, in law enforcement, in the legal world. Sometimes law enforcement will use confidential informants like plants to get information or to build a case about somebody. And so handlers work in that way. Why they're so dangerous is because they are usually people that we end up loving, trusting, and giving our full access to. And their intentions are not for the highest of good. Their intentions are usually to cause great harm. A good example of a handler in the Bible, there's a story of Samson and Delilah. Delilah was basically placed in Samson's vicinity, placed in his energy, sent to him to kind of learn the source of his power because he was anointed by God. And he eventually told her the source of his power, and that's what destroyed him. And so that's how a handler works. Um, they are someone that is sent to us in our vicinity, in our environment, in our life, that will gain access, gain our trust, gain our love. That can ultimately be someone who ends up being the ultimate betrayer, like Judas was to Jesus in the Bible. They're the ones who sell you out. This is important to know and recognize. And the reason, again, why it's coming up is because many of us are about to experience levels up in success in our life, in our energy, in our gifts, an expansion that we have never received before. Financial wealth beyond our wildest dreams, living our life, living our purpose. But handlers are purposely put in our path to destroy our progress, to distract us from our path, or to actually kind of like stop our path. And so, if you are on a spiritual path, if you are seeing signs that like there's a lot of growth, there's a lot of healing taking place, things are really moving forward in your life, this is a time where you need to use the most discernment and really tap into your intuition, because not everybody that is in your life currently, or not everybody who's coming into your life, or not people who are coming back into your life, are for your highest good. Handlers are like devil energy. They want to kind of keep you bound, they want to keep you in chains, they want to siphon your energy in some way. For some of you, for entertainment purposes only, they want to literally sacrifice you or put you up as a sacrificial lamb. Um, Good examples of this are, if you remember the actress Brittany Murphy, she had like a very beautiful, loving energy. The man that she was married to at the time of her death, and she had a death, she died of like a mysterious illness under very mysterious circumstances. But that man that she was married to was a handler. They want full access. They again come in the disguise of sometimes like a lover or a friend or someone that you really trust, and they will literally suck the life force from you. And this is not to bring fear, but we have to understand, in the physical world, in this realm of duality, as we are growing in light, the darkness is also growing. There is always balance. And so to be forewarned is to be forearmed. Not everybody who is in your life, not everybody who's in your vicinity has the best intentions for you, has the highest good for you. And the thing with handlers is that they often come in a way where they seem like they do. They could seem as they're spiritual people. Um, they could seem like someone who's really trying to help you, trying to move you forward along toward your dreams and goals. One of the things that you will notice about handlers is that they always want to be around you. It starts to become like this energy where it's like they want full access to you. They're always contact you. They're always want to be around you. Just like the monitoring spirit, the handler is like obsessive almost, to a way of like controlling. Um, there's many situations too where handlers will try to either set you up to take a fall for something that you didn't do, put you in traps, or again, set you up to destiny swap and steal what is rightfully yours. A good example of this is the rapper Notorious B.I.G., who passed away in the 90s. The person who was the head of the record label that he was on was his handler. Who was the one who benefited the most off of his death? Who was the one who got all the money after his death? He's getting his karma now for other reasons, but that's a great example of how handlers work. They are planted in your life to try to make it seem as though they're helpful, they're good, they're going to benefit you, but ultimately if they have full access and if they get their hooks on you, they're the only ones who benefit. And you are the one who comes at a loss. Okay. Again, this is not to elicit fear, but we think in this world that handlers only happen in like, for celebrities or for famous people or for people who are like CEOs or, have a lot of money. But the new currency of this world when we are moving into the age of Aquarius is your spiritual currency, is your spiritual power, because it's going to open up access to everything. And as you are growing in that spiritual currency, what my guides have recently called intuitive intelligence, as you're growing in intuitive intelligence, people who don't have access to those types of gifts are going to want to have access to you, are going to want to be around you, are going to want to utilize your gifts and your energy and your power for themselves. And so this is a time of great discernment. This is a time of sacred severing. If there's someone in your life that on the surface everything seems great, okay, but it just gives you a weird vibe, listen to the vibe. The energy doesn't lie. I had someone like this in my life, someone that I knew for a long time, someone that I trusted. And I kept having dreams about this person that I needed to stay away from them, that they were lying, that they were deceiving me. But in the dreams, everything was cloaked, everything was covered. Like I would be given messages intuitively, like, don't trust this person. They're lying, they're deceiving you, but I was never given what they were lying and deceiving me about until I cut them off and removed them from my life and removed access from my life. And then I was given the clear picture of why I had to stay away from them. And it was not just that this person was going to cause me great harm, irreparable harm, but they would have caused it to my children as well. And so listen to your intuition, listen to your discernment. The thing about handlers too is that their energy is very, because they're double agents, kind of like a CI, their energy is very disguised. It is going to be revealed. Everything is going to be revealed to those of you who have that going on in your life right now. Um, but right now, we're in this like very interesting space because timelines are collapsing, timelines are converging, and manifestations are heightened. The quantum leap to the things that you truly want are heightened. Some of you are about to come into divine union in a real way, like be with your person forever. But there could be someone who comes in to try to destroy that or distract that. And so just be very, very mindful of your energy right now. Pay attention to your dreams. People who are monitoring spirits, people who are handlers, it's going to show up in your dreams. It's going to be shown to you. It's going to be revealed to you. Who's watching you, who's trying to get access to you, who's talking illy of you, who's trying to deceive you or take something from you. It will be revealed to you. So pay attention to that and really just know and understand, like, again, it's nothing to fear. This is a sign of your growth. This is a sign of your power, of your spiritual power, of the spiritual destiny that you are tapping into, that you are moving into. That is your authentic truth. That is your highest timeline. And so, even if it's someone that you love and care about, that you have to remove yourself from, understand that it is for your best and highest good. And it's not an indicator of that something's wrong with you or that you did anything wrong or did anything bad. You know, even the people that we love have flaws, have trauma, have, sometimes one of my hardest lessons was the people that I love and care about don't love and care about me in the same way. The people that I give 1000% to you don't give 1000% to me. And so I really had to learn to set healthy energetic boundaries and really affirm those boundaries to protect myself, to protect my energy, and to just listen to my intuition. And so if you feel like you're dealing with either a monitoring spirit, a handler, or both, these are some of the things that you can do to remove those energies from your life. Okay. Number one, go on ghost mode, meaning if you have a personal social media that you post on a lot, that you're active on, take like a week off, take a couple days off where you don't post anything and just kind of observe who's looking at your stuff, because you can see, a lot of times you can see who's like looked at your profile, who's coming up on like suggestions like you should be friends, you should like talk to this person, you should, sometimes they're not on your friends list but they're still watching you, because that's how you can see is like people um just observe that, see what's coming through, observe those who never comment on any of your stuff, but then after you haven't posted anything for a while, all of a sudden are like, hey, what's going on? Or all of a sudden, like a post, like an older post or something like that. Observe that. When you pray, when you ask to see the truth of people, of their intentions, of any monitoring spirits or any energy that's in your environment, any relationship that you have that is not of your best and highest good, in meditation, you'll see them clearly. In your dreams, you will see them clearly. Or there'll be signs in your environment that are clearly showing you this is a person you need to stay away from. This is a person that is not of your best and highest good. So definitely ask. Okay. Also, this is a great week for, and just a great time in general for extra energetic protection. Crystals. I got these beautiful crystals from Otter Spirit. They actually reached out to me. Um, They're an incredible brand. They do all types of jewelry, crystal jewelry, very high quality jewelry. But more importantly, not only do they, support people on the spiritual journey with their beautiful crystals, they also donate money to saving and helping the environment. So the reason why I'm wearing these though is because the black tourmaline and the amethyst. Black tourmaline is a very protective, very shielding crystal. Amethyst is a transmuter. It transmutes energy. Amethyst is the healing stone. So it heals the darker energy and transmutes it to a higher vibrational state. I wear the amethyst necklace. Like I rock with amethyst. I rock with selenite. I rock with black tourmaline. Use crystals. Crystals are also really great for grounding because they're all from the earth. And so they naturally help with grounding. These are energies that you want to use right now. Utilize your spiritual tools and spiritual gifts, and really trust what your intuition and your discernment is telling you right now. Again, it's coming in a lot. It's coming through a lot because so many of us are about to just quantum leap. We're out of this Pluto Capricorn cycle. A lot of us have cleared a lot of heavy karmic ties and heavy karmic bonds that kept us in these karmic loops and karmic entanglements for years. And we're moving on to new things. But sometimes when we're about to embark on the new, or right when we're starting the new, it's like that card from the Sacred Rebels Oracle card deck by Alana Fairchild, New Life Guard Vigilantly. This is a time to guard the new life vigilantly. If people are lurking you be aware of your surroundings, of your environment, of who's paying attention to you, of what energy is connecting to you. Cord cut. Very, very important. Every day I've been cord cutting. If someone comes in my dreams that I don't want access to, cord cut, cord cut, cord cut. If there's energy that I just feel that's like, this is a little bit lower, I don't like the energy, I cord cut. Cord cut every day. Use the salt water technique, and I'm going to do a separate video on that, of cleansing your name. And you can do it with your name, your home, your environment, your job. Write down everything that you want to cleanse on that piece of paper, put it in the sea salt water, and just pray over it to cleanse it. Pray over it to cut the cords of attachment, cut the cords of envy and jealousy and negativity that are projected at you. This is also really, really good time for just being in nature, being with the elementals, because the elementals are bringing in a lot of healing. The nature spirits, if you can just ground your energy as much as possible. Being in nature too helps to bring in sort of like a balance to, because we are electromagnetic beings. We're meant to be on the earth, walk on the earth. We're meant to experience the earth. And a lot of us are so cooped up inside and so like attached to the devices that our energy is out of balance. And so getting out in nature as much as possible. I know that certain areas of the world, the weather is getting difficult to be outside, but just even 5-10 minutes of just sitting outside, letting your energy come into natural balance, natural rhythm, is very grounding, is very healing. And when we're in those spaces, we're more receptive to our intuition and our spiritual energy and the downloads that want to come through for us. Anything else, Spirit, that you want me to bring through in this video? And there may be a second part of this video. Just again, be very mindful about who you're giving your access to, what you're sharing. If you're coming into big money, big gifts, like move in silence. You're not moving in silence to be deceptive towards anybody. You're moving in silence to protect the new life, to guard it vigilantly. Okay. And just know that everything is being revealed right now. And so some of you may have already experienced this where it's like you're seeing people for who they really are, the frenemies, the, false friends, the false people who kept the mask on for a long time, but now the mask is falling off. Just know that you are divinely protected as long as you're listening to your intuition and trusting your intuition, even if that means you have to cut off people and just go dark and ghost people that you love and care about. Put yourself first. It is not selfish to put yourself first, especially if you are protecting your energy and protecting your peace. And again, unfortunately, we just live in a world where even when we're in a spiritual environment, even when we're with spiritual people, that not everybody cares about us in the way that we care about them. Black Obsidian said it best in an email that she sent me. Not everyone is as altruistic as they seem. Remember that. Remember that. Because sometimes when we care about someone or we love someone or we really like somebody, we'll put up the blinders because we'll see only the good. Pay attention to see if it's a reciprocal energy. Pay attention to see if people are really actually helping you or just offering help and support, being your cheerleader and being like, yeah, I'd love to help you. I'd love to do this. I'd love to do that. But are they actually doing it? Because actions still speak a lot louder than words. Pay attention to if someone is only contacting you because it's almost like they want to speak to you like an interrogation, like, what are you doing? How's it going? But like when you ask about them, they don't give you any information. Just pay attention to those things. All right. A lot of us call these people karmics. And yes, there could be karmic energies and karmic contracts and karmic entanglements involved with monitoring spirits and handlers. But again, we're moving on, we're evolving, and you do not have to entangle yourself to karma that's not yours. And so just trust your intuition, use your discernment, and protect your energy during this time as you are moving forward, as you are leveling up, as you are coming into more success, as you are having more abundance in your life. Just really pay attention and be aware and be mindful of who's around you and the energy that you're receiving from them. All right, sending love. I hope this video helped whoever needed. Take care.